There's an eight-sided pot sitting on stoves in nearly every country on Earth, and almost nobody knows the story behind it. It began with one ordinary man, a small Italian workshop, and a household chore that changed coffee forever. In 1919, Alfonso Bialetti opened a small metalworking shop in Crusinallo, a quiet town in northern Italy. He had learned the craft of aluminum casting working abroad, and he believed this light new metal held real promise. Back then, real espresso only existed in crowded city cafés, brewed on machines no home could ever afford. One afternoon at home, Alfonso noticed his wife working the household laundry boiler, and something about it caught his eye. The boiler heated soapy water until steam pressure forced it up a central tube to spray down over the clothes. Alfonso realized the very same pressure could force hot water through packed coffee grounds instead of soapy water. He brought the idea to an engineer, Luigi De Ponti, and together they worked to turn the sketch into a machine. In 1933, after months of tinkering, the eight-sided Moka Express finally took its finished shape. Inside, water boils in a sealed lower chamber, rises through a basket of ground coffee, and collects up top. The sealed lower chamber builds pressure as it heats, and that pressure has nowhere to go but upward. Its 8 flat facets weren't just decoration. They spread heat evenly and gave a sure grip for 2 hands. Aluminum was cheap, light, and quick to heat, which meant real espresso now fit inside an ordinary kitchen. In the early years, sales stayed small, sold mostly at local markets around the shores of Lake Orta. Then World War II arrived, and aluminum was requisitioned for the war effort, redirected away from kitchens entirely. Bialetti's small workshop nearly vanished in the chaos, and production of the Moka pot came to a halt. After the war, Alfonso's son Renato stepped in to take charge of the struggling family business. Renato made one bold decision: narrow the entire product line down to a single object, the Moka Express. Through the 1950s, Renato flooded Italian television and city streets with a relentless advertising campaign. Enormous roadside billboards rose along the motorways, some shaped like the coffee pot itself, impossible to miss. In 1953, a cartoonist named Paul Campani sketched a small mustached man for the campaign. That mustached little man became the brand's face, soon as familiar to Italians as the pot itself. A slogan spread everywhere with him: at home, an espresso just like at the bar. Through the decades that followed, nearly every Italian kitchen kept one on the stove as part of the morning ritual. Design historians took notice too, and the Moka Express earned a place inside New York's Museum of Modern Art. Over the years, cumulative sales climbed past 300 million units, among the best-selling coffee makers ever made. Alfonso Bialetti died in 1970, but the pot carrying his family's name kept climbing in fame. Renato Bialetti died in 2016 at 93, and by his own wish, his ashes rest inside a giant Moka urn. Nearly a century later, that same 8-sided shape still sits on stoves worldwide, unchanged, because it never needed to be.